I just know like the scene back in Australia is really small, and I really want to push into North America and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just building blocks, man. Like you gotta do the hard work to get to over here. It's really hard to sort of make it here and stuff. Actually, my manager emailed demos to them, and they're like really interested and liked my look and stuff like that, and they were pretty keen from the get-go, which is really great. And creating relationships, and like Troy Boy, I remember I just did a festival with him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
he's
literally one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in my life, and just so talented. And I saw him at Hidden festival that I played in Australia, and he remembered me like when I booked him, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Hi."
Yeah, that's
I was like,
so
I didn't know if you would have remembered me. He's like, "Of course I remember you." Like.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel of Sidewalk. Talk today. I'm here with GODLANDS.
Hey! What's up?
So you were born in Adelaide?
Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your parents originally from Adelaide as well?
Yeah. I do believe they are. Wait, are they? Yeah. Let's just say yes, they are from Adelaide as well. I don't know. I don't ask my parents anything. Yeah, no, Adelaide, Australia. Born and raised.
But you come from a sports family, right?
Yeah, my brothers are footballers over there, which is like AFL. A little bit different to your footy over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, always been a sporting family, but I was always a black sheep. Like, I did some sport, like netball and stuff like that.
I love netball.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty good at netball. I kind of miss it because no one in the States knows what it is. And
really?
I used to be GD, okay?
Hey, GD! Nice! No, I used to do football as well. So I was the only girl in the league. I used to play with all the boys. And, but then like when you start to mature, you probably can't play with the boys anymore. You know, girl stuff. You know. And then so I had to give that up, and then, yeah, I just started like getting into electro music and stuff like that, and then decided to be a DJ. I was one of these like kids that had a million different hobbies but never stuck to one thing.
Actually, what do your parents do?
My parents, my dad is in construction and my mum's in real estate.
Oh, so are they creative, or where do you think are your creative side from?
No. I actually don't know. Maybe I'm adopted. Yeah, no, I think I had to, I was always just really like energetic and stuff like that. I was always a very creative person. I love the arts. I love doing like drama and stuff. I was like the lead in the musical and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Please don't ask what it is. Don't do it. I'm not gonna say. Because it's so controversial.
Oh, well now I'm curious, so.
I'll whisper.
Oh my god. I'm trying to imagine you now.
Okay, fine. I was Jesus in God's.
Oh my god. So you were singing, acting and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to sing. I wouldn't consider myself a singer, but yeah, definitely an actor, definitely. And I did acting school a bit. Then I used to like freak out in front of cameras. Who would have thought? Yeah, I used to freak out, and then I sort of like gave that up and wanted to do like editing and stuff, like behind the scenes.
Video editing?
Video editing. And then that bored me. See, I just don't have a attention span. And then I started to like get into DJing.
You were listening before to like System of a Down and stuff, right?
Yeah. I grew up with System of a Down. But then I'd also listen to Beach Boys, and then I used to listen to a whole bunch of different stuff. But like nowadays I'm like pretty like hip hop.
Yeah. Like, were you ever in a band? You did some instruments though back in the day.
Yeah, I did drumming especially. I was like good at that. That was the one instrument I sort of like stuck to. I did guitar a bit, but my fingers are like too small. And I was like, and piano. I know a bit of piano, but that was like when I was like really small. So
So it never clicked to you to be in a band?
No.
Bands are so popular, I feel like.
I know. Yeah, they really are. I bet, like, I was young back then. Like, I don't know. I didn't really. The thought of being in one was cool, but like the effort, I didn't. I think I was too like focused on myself to. That sounds so lame. But like I was just like, I'm trying to focus on myself rather than a group environment, you know? So yeah, DJing was perfect.
Yeah, and you found initially like Bloody Beetroots and the Diplo remix.
Yeah, that was like, that Diplo remix was like the first trap song I'd ever heard.
I was just listening today and I'm like, I'm so glad you brought it up because I was also listening to that back in the day. But it's like, most people just talk about like the big ones like Floss and stuff.
Nah, that was literally the first. I'm like, what is this style of music?
Do you remember how you found it?
I think I loved like Diplo. I mean, I still do. Like I loved him. So like he just came out with this remix and it was like the first time ever electro trap, you know, sort of thing. And it was like the perfect combination of electronic music and hip hop combined. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. I need to know more. Please give me the details. So, yeah, I basically just followed this trap thing and now here I am.
Was trap really popular back then in Adelaide?
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, it was such a niche market. But I remember when we started sort of doing those parties, that they like blew up.
Actually, what age were you when you were doing those parties?
I would have been fresh 18, so that's like nearly 6 years ago.
Oh.
No way. 8 years ago. Math. Can you tell I was an English student? Yeah, so yeah, 8 years ago I started doing those parties.
Or were you throwing them?
Yeah, I was half throwing. I started just DJing them and then I sort of like built myself up in the ranks and then started throwing parties myself, which actually is still going on to this day.
Oh, like inviting people over?
Like it was this event called Trapped. It happens in Electric Circus in Adelaide, which is a club down there. And yeah, I started like running those events and like huge artists like Boombox and stuff.
Oh,
like,
so you were arranging with their people?
Yeah,
oh,
like I was like DJing with the people that I sort of like still like DJ now with.
But you're also like learning a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, I pretty much like so I was working at a bakery and trying to build up my money when I was like 14, like trying to buy the equipment because becoming a DJ is very expensive. Like it's such a investment sort of thing. And I was buying like one CDJ every like 6 months. It was so expensive. Then my brother helped me out, but like
you were paying it from like this money you were making from the bakery.
Yeah, and then my brother helped me out because he was like, you know, playing footy professionally. He had money.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, thank you. Give me money. I paid him back, don't worry. Yeah. So then I got all my gear and like it was literally every day after school practicing. Went on YouTube just to get the basics down. Like YouTube, literally, you can learn anything on YouTube. Anything.
Yeah.
So
you were going by a different moniker, right?
Yeah, I was under Tink.
Yeah, Tink.
And then that was sort of like because that's my nickname now. Because my real name's Annabelle.
Yeah. Oh.
So I just stuck to that. I sort of like grew out of it. I mean, it was something that I came up with when I was 18, and it got to a point where I was like, I don't really know what my brand is or like, you know, where my music's going, and I wanted to sort of like start fresh.
Were you already putting a lot of music out?
Yeah. But then like I had TINK, but then I had to change it to TXNK because there's a rapper in America called Tink, and we always used to get like tagged in each other. It was just so annoying.
Yeah.
But then when I changed to TXNK, people started calling me Tank.
Tank.
So I was like, oh, I can't win. I'm like, let's just bloody change it. Let's just fucking start fresh, like knew everything, like just, and I was older, so I knew sort of like what I wanted my stuff to sound like and look like and stuff like that. So it was kind of nice, and it's done well so far. So.
And then how did you come up with Godland? You wanted something not so feminine, right?
Yeah, I wanted Badlands, but like that is just tied up with literally everything. Like, there's so much like with Badlands, so I wanted like something lands, and we kept like saying a whole bunch of different words, and then God sort of stuck. And yeah, Godlands.
Yeah.
I wanted something also that was like, sort of like, you didn't really know if it was a guy or a
Yeah,
or a
actually
girl.
I think some people think you might be a guy. Yeah.
I'm a girl. Yeah, so I wanted something sort of to trick people, because, you know, girl DJs cop it, and I just didn't want to be put into that category, you know.
And then you were going to you went to uni after high school?
Well, I went to, it wasn't really uni. I'm so not a uni person. Like, studying is just like, I just can't do that. It's just not for me, that's all. But I went to movie school, but sort of like dropped out halfway through.
So was that for like videography or?
Yeah, it was, for literally like all the behind the scenes, like videography, like editing, like directing.
So that's what you wanted to do initially?
Yeah, initially I wanted to, be sort of like film, because I love film, I used to like love all that sort of stuff. But it just didn't really stick to me. I wasn't very good at it, and if I feel like I'm not good at something, I sort of like trash it, you know.
Were your parents supportive of you doing whatever?
Yeah, they were probably a little bit worried. Actually, they were more worried when I decided to be a DJ. They're like, oh, just another thing you're going to give up? And I was like, I'm going to prove you wrong. Now here I am. So they're sort of like, oh yeah, nah, she's good. So they're really behind it these days.
Yeah.
So,
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And you also studied at SAE for music production?
Yeah, I did like the short course there. I think it was electronic music production. And that basically taught me like all the basics of Ableton, and that really helped me, because I, like, you know, sort of mess around with all that sort of stuff, but I had no idea what I was doing, you know, as everyone sort of does. But like, yeah, it was like a 6-month course, and it like put me in the right direction to know exactly sort of the real like good basics of like music production with Ableton, and
to really help,
yeah, like sort of move forward. And then like, it's all trial and error. Even nowadays, like, I'll really just mess around with things, and I think that's with probably most producers, really. They just sort of just experimenting and coming up with things that sound good. And yeah, and like YouTube, there are thousands of videos on YouTube, like tutorials, just to help you. If you don't really know how to do a particular thing, there's definitely a video on it. So yeah, shout out YouTube.
How old were you when you finished the course, and where was your career at?
I was just I think I was probably like 23 or something. No, 21. 21, probably around there. And I was just basically a club DJ. Like, I just worked at my club and around the circuit in Adelaide, and yeah, I wanted to get better at producing, but I just kept working on it, basically. And yeah, until I started putting things out on Triple J Unearthed, which was like anyone can sort of put their music on it, and they sort of sift through things, and if they like it, they'll play it on the radio. And yeah, some of my stuff got played on the radio. And yeah, it sort of like grew from there, really. Because Triple J are always massive supporters, especially of like female like producers. There's not a lot out there, so they always like to push female producers. So I'm really lucky with that. So.
Were you also meeting a lot of people through doing the bookings? Yeah,
100%. Like, yeah, like I said before, like Boombox and like Difflo would come through, Dylan Francis came through, like, and creating relationships. And like Troy Boy, I remember I just did a festival with him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
he's
literally one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in my life, and just so talented. And I saw him at Hidden, like, festival that I played in Australia, and he remembered me like when I booked him, and he's like, hey, how are you? And I was like, hi.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
so
I didn't
cool.
know if you would have remembered me. He's like, of course I remember you. Like, and like we just had a great chat, and like, you know, everyone's just so lovely. You know, no matter how big they are. Like, I've noticed in the EDM scene. And even Hero Bus, I booked him and like supported him, and yeah, we're like friends and stuff like that. Yeah, he's just.
How do they all know that you produce, or like, do you ever work that in? Is it
I never try and drop my. I'm too nervous about that sort of stuff. I'm like, I'm one of those like people that are even nervous to show other people my music because I'm my own worst critic. Like, I get so nervous about that sort of stuff, but everyone's actually very willing to listen and like give like tips and stuff like that. So it's really good to, I'm learning to be better with that as I grow older and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never been one to be like, hey, check my mixtape out. I've never been one to do that. But if like they offer and stuff like that, or sometimes if I am feeling a bit more confident, I never do it like if it's like a festival sort of scene or you know, there's sort of a time and place to do that sort of stuff. Yeah. So I don't want to be seen as annoying, you know.
And then what happened after the Triple J and more people found your music?
Yeah, so
did you already have a team by then when you did the Triple J?
Yeah, so like my manager, like we've been friends for like since I started. Like he used to like club with me. So he used to be a regular. I used to like DJ, and then he was like, oh, I reckon we could like, you know, start up a bit of a company and like a booking agent, like sort of like a, wait, what are they called? Not booking agent, what are they called?
I don't know.
I should know. Anyway, we started becoming a team. And so, yeah, he's stuck with me throughout this whole thing. He's still my same manager. Like, we've been through thick and thin. And he's got me to here. He's got me to talking to you. Yeah. Isn't that so good? Someone, hey, Lady Gaga was right. Can I just say, there could be 99 people in the room.
I like that one.
And my manager is Bradley motherfucking Cooper. And I am his Gaga.
Do you feel like you kind of outgrew Australia to move to like cover more of the US?
I don't think I've grown out of it. I just know like the scene back in Australia is really small, and I really want to push into North America and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's just building blocks, man. Like you gotta do the hard work to get to over here. It's really hard to sort of make it here and stuff. So it's all, I'm gonna save you because these are thorny.
Oh yeah. Oh, true. Thanks.
A gentleman. Yeah, it's all about building it up. Slow build. You know?
How did you meet Dim Mak?
Actually, my manager emailed demos to them, and they're like really interested and liked my look and stuff like that, and they were pretty keen from the get-go, which is really great to have like a team.
How long ago was this?
About a year ago, I think, is when like the chats started like happening and stuff like that, and yeah, and then I released 2 clips with them, and yeah, it's been a healthy relationship since, and I've just officially met the team today, and everyone's so lovely, and I love them, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Are you signed to them as an artist officially, or is it like single by single?
It's more like EP stuff. So it's not like exclusive. Yeah. So it's as we go, as the relationship builds, I think.
So you have an EP coming out?
Yes, I do. It's called For You Only. And yeah, it'll be about 4 or 5 tracks on there. Yeah. So it's exciting.
What's the inspiration?
The inspiration is for the people that have like supported me, and like it's for the people that are loners and losers and stuff like that and feel like they don't fit in a lot, because I've always felt like that. I've felt like I haven't fit in with my family that much. I'm like not saying that they're like the worst people in the world, because I love my family, but you know, always being like the black sheep. You know, it's for people like that, people that feel the way I felt.
I don't think they can see it, but what are your inspirations for your tattoos?
You know what? I used to be one of those lame people that was like, I'm only gonna get tattoos that mean something to me. Well, it's a lie. It's a lie, because you know what? You just get over that. You get over that thing. But it's basically things that, actually, Mickey Mouse, hey. I love Disney. Yeah. Disney's like my thing. Lion King is the best movie that's ever been created, ever. And there's only like a couple that actually mean something to me. This one's like Dorothy, There's No Place Like Home. because that's true, there is no place like home, for me anyway. And I used to watch like The Wizard of Oz religiously when I was younger. It was really weird, I don't know why. I liked it.
If it wasn't for music, you said you'd be like a tattoo artist or like a big cat, like conservation.
Yes, I wanted to go to Africa. I wanted to save the lions, Lion King, that whole thing. Yeah, that's what I was like, obsessed. Like, oh, I watch like videos of people hugging lions all the time. And literally get so jealous. I'm like, I wish that was me hugging a lion, you know?
Yeah.
There's people just doing conservation, like looking out for animals. You know, it's so important.
And what made you want to cut your hair so short?
I actually am not attached to my hair as some other girls are. Like, I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I shaved it like 3 years ago.
Oh, so you've always had like the back and forth with the long hair.
Okay. And then I decided to grow it back, and then
Your hair grows really quickly, wow.
Yeah.
3 years and it was like...
Yeah,
I was looking at your press photos and stuff,
it's different. And then I got the itch again to shave my hair because I literally get so bored. If I don't get my hair cut or hair coloured or get a tattoo, then like every 3 months, then I go a bit insane. Yeah, and then I had a breakup and then I was like, I'm gonna shave it. I literally proved that stereotype right in that one moment. Girls cutting their hair after having a breakup. Literally. So I was like, fuck it, I just shaved it. And then I felt good. I was like, all right, new me. And yeah, now I sort of wanna grow it out a bit more and, you know, do crazy colours and stuff like that. Yeah.
How would you say the style of your music has changed compared to the early songs you made?
I think it like just, do you know what? Like I'm always inspired by new music coming out, and there's always, you know, there's a difference between like my style, like 2 clips, and then my song Pleasures. Like I like to sort of exchange between, but like different styles of trap and stuff, but sort of keep it my sound. So yeah, I think it's always evolving. Because like I said before, like I do get bored easily, and I like to keep myself, like keep it like having a challenge, making different types of music and stuff like that. So I don't know, I think the quality is better, I would say. But my style's always going to change, just that little bit, you know. I'm always going to do something a bit different every time because I just like it. And it's the same with my sets. Like when I play, I go up and down like the BPM scale. Like I do a lot of different types of, you know, bass music. Like, you know, I'll dabble in bass house, and then I do like, you know, that peekaboo sort of like 120, like dark sort of stuff, like womp. And then do the 150 like high energy stuff. So like, yeah, that's the same with my production, I suppose. Yeah.
How do you say you've grown as a person compared to when you were younger?
I'm just a lot more confident, and I don't really give a fuck anymore. You just get like that when you're older. It's just like, oh, whatever. Like, you know. Yeah, I think something still stays. I still feel like a kid at heart. Like I'm still quite immature. In a mature way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know, you go through a lot of things and you sort of learn to deal with heartbreak and, you know, business, and I'm still learning. Like, this is the thing, I do not know shit still. I don't think anyone really does. Do you know? Do you know the key?
Definitely not.
Do you know the key to life? Because I don't fucking know anything. Yeah, it's just, you just grow. You just grow and you start to give a fuck less, and I think that makes you a bit more freer. You know?
Yeah. What would you say have been your biggest challenges so far in life?
In life?
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Dealing with, okay, don't have too many expectations of people, because you know what? People are selfish. I included, I'm selfish. But I think the less expectation you have on people, and especially relationships, the less heartbreak you're gonna have, I suppose. Because, you know, Oh my god, heartbreaking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because people can let you down. I mean, we're all human. People do let you down, and you know, it's how you deal with it and how you react. Don't react when you're angry. Do not react when you're angry, because you're going to regret it, or you're going to embarrass yourself, or you know, there's just sometimes you just have to breathe and be the better person. Yeah. And you always look better, and you feel better after it. It's important. So, he knows.
What does love mean to you?
What does love? Oh my god. Love. Does anyone really know? Love is when... Oh my god. I thought I knew. Oh my god, heartbreaking. Oh my god. Cue heartbreaking music. I think it's when you just allow yourself and whoever you're with or whatever to be them, and to, like, no matter what, you know, that's true. It's just like through thick and thin, just allow yourself to be who they are and be who you are, and that is love, and with acceptance. But also you can be extremely angry in love, you know, that is passion and stuff like that. I think, oh my god, I don't know, that's the most difficult question to ever answer. Oh, the next because I don't even know. If anyone knows, at me, because shit.
Last question, I don't know, maybe this will be an easier question.
Okay, great.
Maybe not. What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh,
I guess it was easy.
The girl in the red hoodie. Yeah, that's about it. Nah, just a good time, a fun person, and someone that makes you smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
She smiled. You smile.